Sarah and James's once vibrant marriage had morphed into a delicate tightrope walk over the years. Faced with the monotony of routine and the whispers of distance, they found themselves yearning for the exhilaration they once shared. One evening, in a bold attempt to bridge the gap, they hatched a daring plan to perform a dangerous aerial stunt in their own backyard. The idea of a high wire, strung between two towering trees, captured their imagination. It symbolized the precarious balance their marriage had become. The tension in the air was palpable as they set up the wire, its steel cable stretching across the expanse of their backyard. As they stood at either end of the wire, the distance between them seemed both physical and emotional. Sarah, with a determined gleam in her eye, donned a sequined costume reminiscent of their early days of passion. James, usually reserved, revealed a mix of anxiety and excitement as he tightened his grip on the balancing pole. With the first step onto the wire, Sarah felt a surge of adrenaline. The taut cable beneath her feet seemed to echo the tightrope they walked in their relationship. James mirrored her movements on the opposite end, and the dance of vulnerability and trust began. Their eyes locked in a silent agreement. They moved cautiously at first, each step echoing the unsteady progress of their marriage. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying the weight of unspoken words and unmet expectations. As they gained confidence, the routine took on a mesmerizing beauty. The high wire became a stage for their shared history, the rises and falls reflecting the highs and lows of their love. The audience of rustling leaves and chirping crickets witnessed a performance that transcended the physical act. But as they reached the midpoint, the wire seemed to thin beneath them. Doubt crept into their minds, mirroring the doubt that had crept into their marriage. The balancing act became more precarious, the stakes higher. Each step now carried the weight of unspoken fears and unaddressed issues. A sudden gust of wind shook the wire, sending shivers through their bodies. Sarah's heart raced, and James tightened his grip on the pole. In that moment, the fragility of their relationship was laid bare. Would they succumb to the pressure, or would they find the strength to defy the odds? Summoning courage from the depths of their shared history, they pressed on. The wire swayed, but they held firm. The distance between them, both physical and emotional, gradually closed as they approached the other end. As they reached the final stretch, a newfound connection emerged. Their eyes conveyed a silent acknowledgement of the struggles they had faced and the strength they had found within each other. The high wire, once a symbol of their teetering marriage, now represented resilience and triumph. With a final, synchronized step, they reached the end of the wire. Exhausted but exhilarated, they embraced. The backyard, once a battleground of unspoken grievances, transformed into a stage of redemption. The high wire had not only tested their physical abilities but had become a cathartic journey for their relationship. In facing the dangers together, they had discovered the strength to overcome the challenges that had pushed them to the edge. As they dismantled the wire, a renewed sense of commitment lingered in the air. The backyard, once a battleground, now held the echoes of a shared victory. Sarah and James had navigated the high wire not just with skill and precision but with a newfound understanding of the delicate dance that is marriage.